appears Aurora about to walk straight into it as Synopsy finds the first massive 2K on the opener. A powerful pistol start for the Bad News Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely stunning right there and set up.
Proud, they have swapped places a bit here. As the monster play does come on through, but Syneri, he's just farming up. And my god, that's a great double think onto Synopsy, but that is going to be all she wrote.
A lot of those rifles were held onto and not really dropped, so they still have... He's always in your face in every angle, but Lackey has really nailed this timing. And looking to strike here, he still hasn't made his move though. He's careful that he doesn't wrap it upon. There's one, trying to spin for two, but he's bought enough time. Only 9 seconds left, and the op of GXX finds a quick trade to close.
See the first man to the punch. But those Tech 9s can be particularly nasty, as Kenzie so aptly demonstrates. Celta another.
For some sort of support from his teammates, and that will come through. He's got the rotations. Rigon from above is able to strike, and sight being claimed here. Lackey, Glee, peeking out towards bridge, though. Lackey gonna get caught with his back turn, and GXX back.
Looking to make a splash himself in towards connector as Rigon waits for his swing, catches the information. Doesn't really want to stick around for this.
A little extra utility here. And this setup's going to be hard to bypass there to get the bomb planted, and now we have a 4v4.
Yeah, with even standings, another advantage game. The Celta continues to frag. Norway, massive double. And
these sort of buys are never easy. They're always so incredibly scary for Bad News Eagles. Oh, GXX snuck right underneath us.
Sure, the Bad News Eagles had no chance in a retake. Lackey now lining up a Molotov, but sees a couple of toes walking into his crosshairs. Synopsy strikes first, though, and it's another game of even stature, but still a heavy disadvantage, as it will be majority pistols for BNE. Kenzie to make do with the big green in this one.
Ooh, he finds himself another, but there's that quick trade. Nice. Launcher picking up the up, trying to take care of Kenzie. He nails it. And look who has a rifle standing close by. It's going to be Juan Flacher, who doesn't even need a teammate here. One more. A chance, but no. Celta looking to close. He can't do it. Rigon.
Oliver link there, but please remember to gamble responsibly.
GXX though stands close by. Perfect flash, and he's had to have been spotted there. That's an easy pickup. Nori, how much can he find from this position? He spots out one, he spots out a second. There's the first kill, and not the second. Lackey going to trade. It is a revelation of where this play is being made, but they still have to hold off on this A side. Juan Flacher left, last man standing in position revealed. Ken's gonna take care of that.
Oh no! There's a nice tickle to them early doors. Aurora are in good standing.
Duel of items that got the job done in rounds prior. They set up a flash to try and find these exits. Lackey sent in. Can they find anything else? Oh, Nori's struggling to contain, but there you go. He does find another. This will blind him up here, but they're still hunting. They're still chasing. And for good reason. They find a couple of kills there. Zanera standing close by with the AK here. There's the door swung open, and there's a nice opener there. They continue to play peekaboo with that door here, and it continues to trade shots back and forth. I love the chaos this game is already giving.
Norway knows.
Closed in upon. Like, sharks hunting, no way that's the timing that he gets, though. Absolutely nails it. One more, though. Nori stands close by. Look at this. GXX, it's been a long round for him, but he might just get caught off guard.
He's going to be cut off. Juan Flacher surely he doesn't anticipate this, but he does. It's a very tough fight for both sides to win. Mackenzie with the sidearm whips it out. Despite his best efforts, despite his distractions, has not been able to win the round as Bad News Eagles. My goodness, they give up the advantages in order to show off. I'm sure of it, Exner. He's got an electric playstyle, and when he's on form, his aim is just never missing, it seems. fnatic, though, doesn't miss his opportunity to trade. Synopsy and Cineri chiming in for one apiece. Smoke goes down towards the midst of the bomb site, but Rigon spins on in, but gets his jaw spawn. Is planted by Norway as Synopsy comes in through the backlines.
But there you go. Synopsy going to join up, and GXX actually making it in rotation here, so things start to get reinforced. But as many players would have fallen off, he stands his ground. But they've taken in short in the meantime. You're making the job all the more difficult. Synopsy's holding steady with two.
Massive grenade. Lots of damage down. Rigon picks up a slack and finds a double.
Opportunities to fight out towards the A side. In fact, they are hunting for fights. Synopsy again playing so incredibly well. Goes for more aggression, although there are trades. I just wanted another bit of this B aggression here. He does go down. Oh, another missed shot from the secondary. It's up to Zanera.
Oh, they're just so narrow around this corner. Lackey doesn't catch it. And Rigon, that is a massive double to be finding this early on.
His gun. I know it looks pretty, but you got to get your gun out here. Like a time though, Synopsy could catch him trying to go down connector. He will.
Sometimes we have a slow start to the round, but both teams have a nasty habit of picking things up come the middle and the end, and there is no end just yet for Celta. Oh, Lackey fully blinded, does good damage to Scenery, but can't fully capitalize instead. Synopsy, a cheeky angle from the barrels, catches one. Lackey trades, Scenery finds another one. Flatro gifted the head of an unsuspecting opposition. Norway now has a huge task on his hands. CT pistol round win would be a very nice start, especially.
He really needs to sell this fake. He needs to be a one-man army here. And he is. He's doing damage. He's finding multiple headshots, but Celta puts him down. Bolster up a defense on this B side here. They know exactly where things are rolling. Can they land the shots to back it up? Lackey certainly says yes as he nails it. 2v5 here, a couple low HP bars, but the numbers are simply overwhelming. Bad News Eagles, and it's a flawless pistol to kick things off. You know, a lot of T-side teams would never even make the attempt here, but they are willing to do so. They're hoping that they can catch him off guard, and Synopsy, that's exactly why. It's a good one-for-one trade to open things up as Swan Flatcher looks to extend, taking a very difficult fight. Forces all 30 out of...
Eventually finds the timing.
Down very low. That HG is going to finish him, I believe. No, it doesn't quite bounce. And now he needs to find one. He does. Just enough. Juan Flatro able to deal with the trade, and now this...
And Flatro, though, gunned down in connector, unable to do anything before he takes damage, and Kenzie immediately dings.
Oh, Kenzie. Oh, a bit of unfortunate timing there, but he does recover in time as well. And he has Nori, this dynamic duo, to shut things down. It is just one scenario. Lands a Glock shot. Maybe another kill could be... Oh, he's got a cake. You will find it.
Aurora take good presence towards B short, though, and when Fletcher is not offered an opportunity to find an opening frag.
That's a Nori that we really like to see on Overpass. That's a Nori that's going to likely get the job done here. Flashman goes on the top of connectors. That's great anticipation there from GX. Struggle to anticipate this. A lot of damage done. He has help. Great coverage from Latic. Spiraling out of control here. Lackey able to extend that advantage. They're looking for the trade, and they will find it eventually, but...
Comes in. Celta in towards the depths of B water. Is going to have the perfect angle, but so does the Orpa. Jumping up above the boxes, misses the landing quite literally, but Norway in the backline find another. Synopsy traded up with immediate effect. More than a Glock here in this 1v1, and has at least a low HP health Latic to deal with.
And now they're getting it in the second half as well, although Kinsey, what? Able to get away with that onto Synopsy. After last round, a bit of a anticlimactic ending, and it looks...
This isn't outsiders playing here. They're not about to save in a 2v4. No, my goodness, one Flatro executes Latic with a very clean headshot, but Ken... Yeah, with a hero AK, GXX has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Synopsy eventually turned away. Lackey, no. Instead, he decides to hold the door and will get executed from behind. Teneri can't afford the trade, though it's messy. But he does find the frag, and Celta is isolated down here on B. He has been spotted towards the water, and GXX will not be able to capitalize.
We're trying to fire down range with that Deagle. We're unable to strike gold there, and Sceneri.
Oh my goodness, this engagement. He said that he may soon be walking into an early demise, as instead it's Lackey to go down.
Ace had to reroute to avoid the B stack here, but no moves have been made. Enable this bomb to make it in, but they haven't landed it in time. They don't even need to throw the flash. They'll just run their way in. Rigon, there's that flash that comes through. He's going to peek off the back of it. Celter punishes. But opportunities in this 2v3 now open.
Yeah, XXO, he's holding the right angle, but then switches his gaze towards the Orpa. Latic falls, and eventually the trade comes in, but Celta, I don't know if he wants anything else to do with this one, as he's heard Synopsy in the backlines, and forget what I just said, he's going for this duel. Another 1vx potential here for Aurora. Sceneri keeps his head poked over, no! Not having a defuse clip or clutch potentials for him, but the rest of Aurora still looking scary. The monster push does the kingpins of the Saw matchup.
A lot that they can work off of. Nothing towards that A side. They're just now gathering short, but they're also just now about to be met with the duo. Kinsey swings the door open in their face. Synopsy sneaks his way out and towards sight, but he's spotted out. There's way too...
To go back in further. And Norway surely has him covered here. Absolutely he does. The young gun going to...
Pull up on this A-bomb site. Kind of like this, right?
They know how deadly those pistols can be and don't want to give them the opportunity to close for distance. As they start on firing again, and Sceneri catches Norway looking away for just a moment. Latic, he's in trouble here as the bomb site again under threat, but...
Oh my god.
Okay, I did not see that shot landing, but unfortunately...
You find anything extra? He's gonna potentially die after time. Now he's
Team ranked 19th in the world, if I no, 27th in the world, excuse me if I'm not mistaken. fnatic, regardless, he's not going to check his corner, is he? Kenzie's got a freebie. Thinks about playing trigger discipline, but he doesn't have to as he finds the AWP as well.
all the more difficult to recover from.
Yeah, I have a feeling that losing that round has effectively lost B&E. This seems like 8 or so rounds in a row at this point. Kenzie, a bomb site is exactly on the cards. And Latic, oh, he's on the menu, but what a flick shot to land.
He's gonna get chased down though. There's the recovery. GXX wields the op now. Aurora, and they've just given him a little bit too much space. Rigon's tucked himself in towards bank, multiple angles that he has to cover. His plant's looking far too pristine. A Synopsy, maybe a little bit of a labored spray, can finish the job and he will. Selter now left into a 1v2, but Synopsy.
Flatro towards long. Does he clear Kenzie here? Misses the half-wall jump twice. Let's go. Does spurn a couple of rotations down though, and it will be a big gamble stack as Rigon edges his way onto the site, but they don't clear for Kenzie. Kenzie doubles up, signaling that he is still the sole long defender with Badness Eagles peek into where he stands. Lackey standing on the head of his teammate though.
Smoke wall going on towards the B side, but that's that one-way Nori. So cheeky, cut off, made by Lackey as well, and it's all 3 players that he faces up against. He's might be able to isolate a fight here. Oh no.
Well, Kenzie though, fails to spot the first man. Instead, it's Lackey to start the fragging. Juan Fletcher had a pretty poor performance in the previous map, but that will continue in this pistol as Norway and Kenzie, a dynamic duo, are continuing in the fragging department. Norway is an absolute menace.
Look at the space Rigon. He's jumped all the way out towards A. That's a lot of ground being taken, but he also concedes it right on back.
Lackey, lovely headshot to GXX. It is just another day at the ranges, and within that range they find the bomb. When Flatro finally finds a frag, which is exactly what you need to see from them in a grand final. By God, are they dangerous.
Advantages, but there's still a 4v4, and there's still a lot of interesting map control. There you go, GXX. You need to find them soon. They're closing in. Like sharks in the water. Synopsy going to take a headshot angle, and that'll be the all-important one. He could find the bomb planter. No, it just extends their wide margin. Now, maybe that'll give him a chance to just land some headshots there, but no, actually, it does prove to be super costly. Latic, though.
Rigon looks to take care of Lackey in towards middle as well, seeing the top of his head, but no!
What?
It's way too long to react, and so will be raining down on top of his head, and it does force him out. And Mike,
Your side of things. Comes a big game of timing here, and he strikes just in time. Synopsy still wins the fight. Guys certainly pick it up where he left off here. He's got enough time for this connector reposition. GXX ready to strike. They have a player in ramp. Kinsey finds one, but no one's on the bomb. There's not enough time. Kinsey has to run away.
it's not going to quite be in the right position. Norway now might actually find Sceneri with a molly in his hands, but instead Kenzie at long range finds only a single.
Rigon. Alright. Oh no, he's gonna lose his chance.
I mean, they've looked pretty okay so far. This poor old Latic still on an unupgraded sniper rifle. Lackey, a lovely frag on the one flatthrow. Was Lackey able to double up? Massive stuff there as GXX has Synopsy. No laps in fragging at any point, and Norway, how has he gotten here? Do anything with it as the bombs now drop back towards the opposite end of his spawn. As long as they keep an eye on Catwalk, Bad News Eagles don't stand much of a chance of winning this round, especially as Synopsy.
Actually looking to cut him off though in this retreat here. I mean, they're making a lot of noise on this. He finds one more kill to add to the tally. How quickly can they transition this into a B-side take? Now he just has an angle to post up on. Now he has a freebie. Selter walking right into his crosshair. Thank you very much. Now there's another flank there, but
Opportunity to find Kenzie, but at least with Kenzie's position alerted to him, he's going to find Norway regardless. Half of the forZe duo now knocked to pieces, leaves just Kenzie in a nightmare scenario, catches Rigon on the exit. Yeah, and even though sometimes Bad News Eagles are giving up those opening man advantages, they're so close together that they can trade, as Latic doesn't need to be traded here.
delays can be created. Kinsey has coverage of connector as well. That smoke lands. Gonna take position in towards apartments. Kinsey's gonna get himself tucked in towards stairs. And it's not a terrible risk. It's just sometimes when it doesn't pan out, it looks a bit silly.
Oh, that'll be left up into the hands of the A-site pushers. As Latic ensures one goes down to now.
Oh my!
I don't know if he was intending to miss that jump boost. I don't think so, as he goes for it again. Let's get there in time, or perhaps not, X-Nut. Or maybe
Yeah,
not.
I'm hearing the clicking and clacking of the type, and that.
There's some frozen teas there, I think. It is like a drug, those equalizers. That is fine. to win on over as fnatic very satisfied with another opening pick on the AWP by godlaki, and foothold on the B bomb site, and they've scared away the short side defense. Bad news Eagles some hope, a lifeline here.
Big overextension. The Rigon tries to take control in towards market, and he gives up his life. GXX, more bit of pressure put on him to try and hold down the line, as he does so beautifully. Another kill in the post plant that he's able to deliver. He needs a little bit more. Now he needs 3. As he's left last man standing, able to isolate the first, and he finds a second on the Selter. Spots the last diving out of apartments. Kinsey left shaking in his boots. Time too far ticks. He finds the kill, but is there enough? No, he doesn't have a kill. He said once you get those post plants down, it's GXX that has his reign. But they are going to dive on out, and this time not as much success. This time there's actual resistance in that B bomb site. There's actual players that stand in your way. So how are you going to deal with this? Nori able to find 2 before he's fallen, and Lucky still stands in the back of sight. You're not revealing his position. It has a tough angle. Multiple different players. Fights on different fronts. As Rigon this time going to take so many names so much and equalizes the playing field right now.
But Synopsy waits so patiently by him as Kenzie. Oh, this has to be the round win now. Surely Kenzie gets a freebie as Synopsy does actually. His teammates have it covered, or at least that's what he thinks to himself, as Synopsy gets very up close and personal, practically within touching distance. The readjustment onto Kenzie is fantastic, and the forZe duo immediately dispatched. Lackey does peek ahead of the Molotov though, and he's going to find a double of his own. One Flatro's with the trade on the Mac 10. And the rest of B&E is seen to have woken up a little bit as Scenari just the USP. Rigon. Oh, he doesn't realize Celta's in the smoke, but thankfully Juan Flatro does. Rigon finds yet another onto Norway, and the forZe duo a dispatch from the round, and Lackey, oh, he's caught lacking there with a knife in his hands, and not a lot of space to work with. Kenzie, though, he's also been working out pretty well so far this game, and oh, that's so unfortunate. Walks ahead of the smoke. Caught off by a timing as Synopsy catches 2 Vitali, make it 3 for the man. The Synopsy continues to deal on 3 remaining players. We've seen ridiculous 1v3s thus far. Time has ticked too low though, and there is no defuse kit as Latic tries to deal as much damage as possible. Yeah, I like the way your bells are tolling for the final round of the half though. It does signify the impact this one will have coming into the second half as Rigon and Latic, he's quick to reply with a 1D. The smoke as well.
Oh my!
It might just evade him, but he sees the barrel of the open. GXX there's not a chance. Goes down with ease to the scout.
Is he gonna get mollied out? Likely not gonna give the fight. Nor he will though. Oh no! For the plant first. We'll be able to steal the kill. Hey, we'll give him a break. He's had a hell of a day so far. There's a 5v5 retake on that B bomb side, but Rigon starts to change the tides right there with a nice jumping headshot. Kenzie trades as quick as can be, and the numbers start to even out here as everyone's flying out of market. One Fletcher able to land the reload, but Nori keeping things contained. It's GXX and another 1v clutch on the B bomb site. We'll see if he can add another one to the tally, this time with a pistol. Running out of ammo.
As a squad, as Rigon. Well, he's not looking to lose the game either, as he picks up 2 damn dastardly kills with the Deagle. Celta finds 2 himself. My goodness, it's just too hard to keep up with. The kill feed is set on fire as Kenzie.
There's no harm in, or no fault in falling to those. It's just the Deagle of his own now, and he shows it. One more opportunity here. They're giving him fight. It's a little bit labored. Lackey's going to find another kill. Oh my god, they're constantly swinging for the fences. They're running out of HP, but Scenari able to get his sidearm out, and he might just seem like it, but they're still standing in middle.
One Flatro has been evaded by Lackey. My goodness, Kenzie, no, there's no way he gets a double here, my god. Someone's yelling about Glocks. Norway now, though. Last alive.
Increased level in this round when the rifles are closing in on his position, and his teammate in Scenari, he might just find them all himself. He's doing such a good job of playing a distraction. He's still staying alive. Eventually gonna fall in towards the site. But that's tough for Juan Fletcher to strike here, depending on what he...
I mean, it is a position that is so often overlooked, and it might be again as Rigon distracts. Big kill onto Kenzie, whips out the USP.
Depends on what he plants for here. It's a fake in the initial exchange. GXX gives him time, though. Oh, he just walks out into the open. There's just enough. 4 seconds on the clock. He gets the numbers punched in. Oh, he's going to use this smoke as a one-way. Juan Fletcher.
The Synopsy needs to be so careful not to get sprung upon by the dastardly duo. And that's exactly what happens, but instead it's Lackey out of nowhere to capitalize. And a man advantage back again to the tease.
Juan Fletcher hasn't had to reveal his position in rounds prior, so he'll just stick back to where he's gone before. And Rigon Scenario able to find so much success.
I mean, after this morning's Anubis, well, I say this morning, my sleep schedule's a mess. After 3 PM's Anubis, well, fnatic, he had a monster game there as he looks to monster. 4v2, GODSENT at the stake, a Scenario, that's a lovely spray down. Lackey had a rifle there, but no longer as he continues to dance around the top of stairs. Look at the confidence, oh, he's going for the knife for Celta! They've got another gun round, but limited utility. And I don't even know if they'll find an opening, but I've spoken too soon as Latic. Oh, of course, they're not ones to shy away from a retake attempt. Perhaps now, though, that Lackey doubles up onto Rigon and fnatic. That is absolutely massive. It's in the backline. GXX falls as well, and by God.
That's a whole lot of successes. This is the productivity I'm talking about. Double up on aggression here. fnatic just peeking the top of stairs, and all of a sudden things could go from bad to worse.
Check in the form of Synopsy very swiftly now. Things will get overrun, and Scenario finally deals a killing blow to the last remaining player on A. Synopsy gets nothing done on the opposing site, though. With that, it's even stature, and another retake scenario. Rigon decides not to go for the wall bang, instead of lightning.
Jump up on the van now. Pops a shot off the jiggle out for the op to find success, but Latic can't land the follow-up. Needs to land this one onto GXX, and no luck. That's bad news, Eagles.
That's an 0.94 rating as the rifler support in the past 3 months. fnatic now looking not to be relegated to a support role himself. Catches Norway very early doors, and the forZe rifler normally so attuned to Mirage is struggling. McKenzie on the flip side.
Oh, Kenzie, he's anticipating this aggression. That is so sick right there. There are no gaps in this default. Rigon, though, secondary opposite promising. It is bested. A little bit of legs left. 3K to get 28 would be nice. Probably going to get him, though.
The perfect spot to trade out his teammates as they push through ramp. Celta starts strong, but GXX and Rig on a frag apiece. Oh no, the 5-7, it catches Latic off guard. We're into a 2 versus 2. Kenzie bags another, but it's down to the 1v1. Scenario, the top fragger for his team at the moment, knows exactly where Lackey is. Lackey, panic spraying through and through, has fallen off the top of the staircase. Scenario could still win this.
Latic spotting out some of this mid-aggression. fnatic going out with his knife, letting some slide on by, but that's allowed for Latic to strike. fnatic trade as quick as can be, and Smoke's following suit here. It's a bit awkward though, but that job is so incredibly difficult. No armor on Synopsy, needs to land some headshots soon. As GXX is able to help out, is it all on the back of his shoulders right now. 1v2 to open up map 3. Lacking investment here as the utility lanes on in. It's gonna be a pretty free range. There's so much presence on this B bomb site. They have no trouble swiping that aggression aside. GXX last minute standing. It's flawless.
If he decides to push through that smoke.
Really well placed flash, but better spam coming through from fnatic and Synopsy doubling up. Waiting for that aggression is Rigon. Patience paying off as seemingly ace out of his domain, and that HE lands right on Kenzie. It comes back though. Now it's up to this round falling so far out of favor. Nori has tucked himself in towards connector. He finds another one and a fourth. Nori.
Do gamble responsibly. Don't gamble if you're under the age of 18, and don't gamble more than you can afford to lose. A Scenario can't afford to lose its opening engagement. But I can now afford to take a breath as Lackey spins the jaws of 2. GXX will trade with a Deagle, but it's already so far removed that, my God, that was...
All they need to do is replicate that success. Might be easier said than done, though. As
Monster aggress his way towards the frontal column on the A site, but Rigon rips his head from his shoulders back into an even stature, and Celta up for again another aggressive odd kill. Latic, though.
it's already. And this is where they just now start to make the move. A little bit of shoulder shown from Scenario. And now, all of a sudden, GXX up, all the more pressure put on him. He's flushed out of position. He has to dance to the flames, but eventually he's going to burn. 2 players down to half HP off the back of $600, and the kill confirmed by Lackey, who stands close by.
The morning papers tell a sad story as Scenario chimes on in for another. Lackey, though, he swift to trade. A 4v3 is unfortunately no org action from Norway just yet. His teammates are taking the ramp for him. My God.
They're anticipating this. GXX already in a nasty off angle. That's going to be near impossible to bypass. fnatic surfacing, though. Again, these post plants have been incredibly difficult for them to close. GXX, his side is turned on this flank. Oh, he's going to be an easy trade.
Managing to win out every 1BX duel given to them. Lackey chimes on in for more. Synopsy rips the head off Lackey. So it will at least be a man advantage, but Celta looks to ensure that won't last for much longer, but it's unfortunate.
Way to extend some advantages. Latic dancing with this.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. That's some fancy footwork right there from... It's not possible. Flash goes in. Rigon giving you fights here, and the Og reigns supreme. Gonna get past it. He takes a different approach, a more passive one. That Flash is gonna catch him. Oh my god, 2v1.
No!
What happened again? Nori and...
Looking to keep their flawless streak alive and add a second tournament victory to their tally is Norway.
I see a world right now where this half looks like it's at least 4-4. Unders. Things just continue to spiral lack. Lost a little bit of control towards mid. Selter recovering that. What?
That's probably the best shot we've seen out of him so far with Norway. Flashes himself out. Synopsy might be... No!
As everyone sticks behind connector,
Oh, no.
Molly is going to force them in between. Tough decisions ahead, but they actually do land the kill. And now Nori going to get pressured as well. 2 kills coming through from... Scenario could alleviate a lot of that stress. Is Blacky though.
The weaker links of the team today comes in and gets a gorgeous timing onto Rig on 2v2 now as the bomb continues to tick, but both players have it. A few skit Latic has overlooked the player back columns. When Flatro will fail the first. Celta trades on back, taps the bomb. When Flatro jumps on it, no! There's no way! Does he have enough time? I don't think he does. It's back to our faces for an appropriate reason, but my god!
Build some ground after that.
Oh, Kenzie, just waltzing straight into it at this point. It's harrowing as Norway does further damage. It's just harrowing, man. He's finally felled by one Flatcher, but Kenzie walks in. They've given me every type of heart condition under the sun thus far this game as Kenzie shuts down another. Not quite, as now the pistol search on 4, but of course it's their rifle player to die first. It goes from bad to
Oh my
worse.
god.
It looks for more. Celta chimes on in. Latic another through the wall. Jesus, man, let them have something.
Those bullets whiz by his face, and Latic not going to allow them to pass on. Hey, oh my god, the repeat is so
Let one round slip by, and even then they kill all of the players in the process. Kenzie, a perfect angle, finds more. Synopsy does what they can do with a 2-man disadvantage. Maybe, just maybe they've got it in them, but no! Or at least chimes on him from pit. Synopsy's completely isolated, and there we go, he seals the frag.
gotten into firm position. Celtic looking for some mid-aggression, and he's going to step up to the plate too. Synopsy looks to trade, but no fortune. Their way back in towards the B-bomb site. Or they just meet a brick wall. 2 players to deal with here. It's Kinsey, though, who looks to stand tall, but will quickly drop. And Lackey gets himself in a position. Oh, but he's going to die the bomb plant.
The weaker weapon, the weaker position, walks straight.
It's going to be really difficult to imagine a world where they get their heads back into this game. But like you said, if they can maybe string things together, we know how good this team can be on CT side. So you get a momentum stopper in the mix. You maybe start to pick up some pace in your own end. And you can encourage a retake effort here, but that's very difficult when you have so many different players firing on all cylinders here. You whipped out the sidearm, but on Patro, dancing in between the smokes, no.
Is he actually disconnected?
100%.
Oh no! Oh no! They both disconnected! Wait,
Oh.
what? Maybe they're playing
Oh.
on land. The internet might have just gone down on a round like this. I mean, it's a freebie. The bandits Eagles so desperately need, but Norway's not going to give it up for free. Juan Flatcher has other ideas.
Looks like it was a bit missed, though. GXX still has a gap in it, but maybe he was just hinting at a little bit of, you know, enticement, right? Come on closer to these Glocks, because we're going to run you down. And Scenario can't say anything about that. He's just going to get run down as well. 2 players bested here. Pistol looking promising. One stands in connector, but dropped by Celter. This retake effort going to be very difficult as both players dive on in. 4v2, but no luck.
An unshakable start to this map. 8 rounds on the trot and nearly a 9th. It's just been immovable as Juan Flatcher does move Kenzie out the way, but Lackey and Latic.
Enough so that the prior smoke could fade away and that he would be discovered and no fortune would come their way.
This is where things could get quite scary. We could be staring down the barrel of a game ender here. Scenario does find 2 with a deagle, keeps on fragging regardless of the circumstances. Celta.
Turn their backs here. Oh, Celter catches a big kill. Nori in a 1v3. It would be a fitting way to cap things off. Nori with the closer.
Potentially into the arms of Norway. Who's going to look for? Obviously, though, already received the first speck of damage in this one, and no way does he die to Lackey!
Can't fall back from this. It's either you win,
Oh no.
go home. Going to equalize at the very least. Lackey on a solo endeavor towards the B bomb site finds one. Another one tucked in towards the cubby. You won't get checked though. Lackey eventually putting into things. And they don't commit in towards A. Instead, they double back towards B, and that might buy enough time for the rotations to arrive, to stabilize, and that's exactly what they're going to get.
Matic surges forward, though. Looks to pick off where his teammate left off. But it looks like Scenery has this one on lockdown.
Closer and closer. Synopsy comes in recovery and support. How much can they get, though? Immediately traded out, and the flashes catch him.
HE actually to the back of sight, and GSX now pushes forward. Finds the first, quickly traded. Norby's got his number. Lackey now dancing around as well. Flatro does deal with the forZe duos first, and
They can start to win some, like, flawless rounds and constantly have AKs in hand. That'll be...
Still have utility to expend on this one. But Scenary has 30 rounds in his magazine too. When Flatro find another Scenary, it's a goal.
So a little gap from Juan Flatro. Looking to get cheeky.
Gone. Oh, he slipped past the first, but goes down to Celta. A great readjustment after expending. Utilatic. Oh my goodness, no way. Oh, there's no way. Norby finds a double. It's all over, surely.
Absolutely love to see that discipline from such a young player, and it very well could be their closer. It is.